T-shirt printing has existed for thousands of years, and since the early 1900s, the process has remained the same, requiring print shops to mix ink, create screens, and produce designs in volumes due to the time it takes to set up each design. It wasn't until the 1960s that a new way of printing would take the market by storm. This method is known as heat transfer printing, which allowed an everyday person to simply iron on a full-color print onto a garment. Historically, heat transfer printing was despised by screen printers, as the quality and durability were tarnishing the printing industry. But all that changed 5 years ago when Supacolor, a heat transfer company, innovated this process. Supacolor is now changing the way screen printers and entrepreneurs print products. And in this video, we'll show you how to leverage this innovation and change the game.
So if you're a new visitor to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, as this is a two-part video where we're really gonna leverage and show you guys how you can scale and build your brand up. So let's jump right into this. Austin.
Hey, what's up, John?
Hey bro, thanks again for opening up the shop, man.
Absolutely. Hey, today we're talking about Supacolor, why it matters and why it's important. Let me just tell you, from someone who owns and has been running a screen printing shop for 13 years, Supacolor is a game changer. What happens when you get your first 100 shirt order and it's an 8-color print and you got a 4-color manual press at home? What are you gonna do? Like, this happens to everybody. Or a customer says, hey, I want a full color picture of my kid's face on a shirt, or check this out, we have an event coming up. It's like every single color went into this design. And instead of telling our customers no, we try to find a way to give them something that actually makes their design come alive at a live print shop. Really, how we use Supacolor is, it's not, you know, screen printing or embroidery or Supacolor. It's whatever fits the, you know, for the customer to bring that design alive. This is a really cool design where it was a full color floral, and there's so much small detail that you couldn't get it. I mean, on screen printing, if you got your halftones dialed in, you might be doing about 72 DPI per square inch. Where Supacolor, I mean, it seems like they're over 400, 500, 600 DPI, so your resolution is crazy. The thing I also like about Supacolor is they give you an option between using CMYK or Pantone. So say you're doing a screen printed front, and then we're doing a Supacolor back, they'll actually give us the option to call out a Pantone blue, like, you know, or a 186 red, something like that, where now our screen printing can actually match the Supacolor. So like I told you last year when everything was going on, Supacolor was one of the game changers, because we worked with World Team Tennis and we did all their uniforms. And this was a really crazy thing, because everybody from World Team Tennis, they had all the professional athletes, you had Serena Williams and all these different guys, and they had uniforms, and it was kind of like NASCAR where you get logos everywhere. And we had, you know, 36 logos, team logos, every different athlete got a different thing. If you were trying to screen print it, it would be impossible. Right. And the cool thing is we had over 30 different athletes that were sponsored by major brands like Nike and Adidas and you know, all these different companies. We took all their stuff, laid it out, put their, you know, their name on the back, their sponsors and everything. Not a single item came back and washed or peeled. Wow. That's what everybody's always scared about when you get into transfers. Oh, it's gonna fall apart, it's gonna wash or peel. Whatever Supacolor is doing over there is game changing. Wow, I even called them and tell me like, hey, can you sell me the machine? They said, no, it's proprietary. Whatever they're making is game changing. I mean, we use it on windbreakers, masks. What a lot of people don't know is when you're screen printing a shirt, you might have a can of spray adhesive that you're spraying on the board so the shirt stays in place. You don't want to do that when you're screen printing a mask. You don't want glue on the back of it. So when everybody switched to masks last year, we just heat applied it right on top. It worked great. It washed fantastic. Awesome. And you get these incredible vibrant colors.
So one of the things that you also mentioned, and that's important, is that there's certain products, right? Like nylons that might overheat under the screen print operation, or you have to dial it in too much for setup, right? So this is an example of how people are using it on like nylon jackets.
When you get into windbreakers, even 100% polyester, they're heat sensitive. I mean, you can get into the whole custom mixing ink stuff, or we order a Supacolor, heat apply it, and it stays and it's great. So it's kind of, to me, it's more of like a digital screen print, because it doesn't have that heavy, cheap swap meet feeling of a vinyl. I mean, it's whatever they're making it out of is really nice.
It feels like a real print.
It goes on smooth. Yeah, I mean, it's a real print, but better. Right. Like, it's super, super dialed in. I want to say we've done tens of thousands of items, and we've never had a Supacolor peel off, fade, wash, bat, or anything.
What would you say as a print shop owner using Supacolor? how would you, you know, let print shops know, yo, this isn't anything to be scared of?
No, it's everything. I mean, there's the same thing with, do you do DTG or do you do screen printing or do you do Supacolor? It depends on the design. Right. Like, to me, all of these things are like your tool belt. I grew up in a construction family. If, you know, we grew up, that's why I got into printing, is because I escaped the job site. And these are all tools in your belt. Hey, screen printing, when you got 1,000 shirts with a one color, nothing's gonna be more cost effective than screen printing. But when you've got, you know, 2 shirts and you need full color, DTG, can't beat it. But when you've got, you know, 20 to 100 items and you're doing, you know, a big color print or full color and you need vividness, these guys have an awesome truck that we, you know, we just wanted to capture all the detail. We just mix and match. And then, I mean, sometimes we'll screen print the front, DTG, you know, the back, Supacolor the sleeve, embroider the hem. Like, you use all of this together and it's all tools. And I would say, I mean, Supacolor has been a game changer. It's saved us in so many projects where it was too many colors for the press. It was too heat sensitive. It was a bag or it was a lunchbox or just something that you'd never be able to throw on a press, and it fixes it. That's awesome. So why wouldn't you want to use something that works, that fixes it, it's cost effective? I'm not tied up in being a screen printer. Right. You know, it's more customer service. Like, let's figure out how we can solve the customer's problem.
So there you have it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that if Charlie Chaplin was around today, he'd also be Team Supacolor. But the real question is, if he was creating merch and he had an e-commerce line back in the day, what kind of designs do you guys think he would have been making? Leave those suggestions and ideas down in the comments down below. But all jokes aside, what we just mentioned and like Austin just said and covered throughout this video is that Supacolor has allowed his print shop business to focus on customer service and providing the best end product to the customer. So they don't turn down any job. They don't say, no, we can't help you because your quantities are too low. They leverage the tools in their tool belt, and Supacolor is one of them that allows them to print on full color with very low quantities. This allows them to continue to focus on larger volume orders as a screen print business. They could turn around a couple thousand t-shirts, but also service the brands that only have 20, 12, 15 t-shirt requests. Because Supacolor does have low quantities for their minimums, even though they're full color. They have a great option for entrepreneurs out there. So if you guys are thinking about using Supacolor, we're gonna be leaving a link in the description down below where you guys are able to check out their ordering process, as well as order samples that you guys can test print on. Again, these Supacolor heat transfers come in a variety of sizes, whether you want a full color design, whether you only want a couple designs, whether you want a headwear transfers. It doesn't matter what kind of product you're printing on, whether it's nylon, whether it's a tote bag, whether it's a lunchbox. Supacolor has done an amazing job in helping entrepreneurs express their full creativity, and they're helping print shops maximize their output as well as their service to the brands that they work with. So as an entrepreneur, all you really need is blank t-shirts, these heat transfers, a heat press, an e-commerce store, and amazing ideas in order to launch your brand. And in this next video, we're gonna be showing you guys the behind the scenes as we feature a member of this community who has utilized Supacolor to essentially start their brand ideas and start to scale it by creating custom designs that you would think are not possible in this on-demand business model. So before we head over there, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and turn on those post notifications to be alerted of future video drops. On this channel, our mission is to build brands from the ground up. And without any further ado, let's get this thing growing. I think we got the suitcase here, but all right. Peace out.